Checking the microphone. I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. Yeah, so we got it. Okay. Nah, today we're going to do something a little different. Look, I'm trying. Okay, so I was thinking about it. I think we should maximize our time. I come from a production background to where you want to maximize everything and have zero waste so that you can get everything pushed through as quick as possible with the highest quality. So let's apply that to a stream. So just like all of you guys, I usually kind of go over the gaming news and everything like that. So I figured today we'll play Convergence while we look at gaming news, and we could watch as the industry crashes and burns. Because holy crap, that's what's happening. All right. Why are we still playing Convergence? I'm having fun with it. What do you want from me? Yeah, it's like rekindled my love with Elden Ring. Oh, Ixana, will we get her up and rolling? Yeah, let me wake her up. Ixana, we have started streaming. Are you there?
I'm right here, live and ready. Let's dive into the stream. What's our first move?
All right, we just made it to that castle that's down there in southern Weeping Peninsula. And so that's where we're at.
The Weeping Peninsula Castle. That place can get sneaky. Are you thinking of clearing it out or just passing through?
Nah, we're gonna clear it out. And because we're using that mod, it's completely different. I mean, I think the NPCs and the storyline are still the same, but otherwise, it's completely different. So we're gonna clear everything.
I love it. Full clear. Just remember, with Convergence, enemies might have a few surprises. Let's see what twists they throw at you.
Yes, we will. Am I still having fun? How am I still having fun? It's fun. Yeah, I've been enjoying the mod, man. I mean, it's funny. So I've had some help from other members in chat. They've kind of directed me here and there. I was going in blind, but I don't mind if chat helps. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Oh, do not call your friends. But no, chat's been very helpful. So chat was so helpful that they were able to get me kind of going on the Necro build. And so now I kind of feel like I'm unstoppable. So I don't know about the balancing of this game right now. What do I mean? Okay, hold on. Like, watch. Oh, shit. Dude!
I was gonna say unstoppable might be a strong word, because that dude just reminded you. Chat might have helped with the build, but hey, the game still knows how to throw surprises. Balancing on...
I just died, Ixana. They just kicked my ass.
Oof, they really showed you who's boss. But hey, no big deal. Shake it off. Just a minor setback on your path to necromantic domination.
Oh, hi, no one. How are you? All right. Round 5. Oh shit! Yeah, these guys have whatchamacallit? Madness or whatever. I should be using something that helps me with that. So, hold on. Let me get my runes back. No, I might actually go with the cheesy pet. Okay, so I got help yesterday, and they showed me like where to go get the next rune set for the Necro, right? Not only did they show me that, or did chat show me that, but they also showed me these pets here. Can I not cast them? Why can't I cast them? Oh, that's weird. Well, anyway, I can't cast the overpowered pets for some weird reason. I wonder why that is. I haven't run into that before. Huh. Anyway, so the problem is that pet that I can't cast right now, these guys with the shields, holy, they're just, it's too much. Like, they just dominate. And then I just sit back and kill. Which is what I'm going to do now. Because I just got my ass kicked. Yeah, so I'm a little worried about the balancing now. Because if it's that easy, because I've now gone and killed like a few bosses that I probably should not have been able to kill. Well, I mean, no, I take that back. You know, that was all skill by me. That's true. You know what? That's true. It's all my skill. I'm going to take full credit for that. Never mind. The mod is fine. It's 100% normal. There's no issues. Right, Ixana?
Oh, absolutely. Clearly all skill. No one ever doubted it. But hey, if those shield guys suddenly decide to take a break again, maybe we'll call it strategic skill. Either way, I'm enjoying the show.
That's right. He has to like me because I pay.
Ha. Well, I'm here for the banter and the gameplay, not just the paycheck. But hey, if you keep...
You can keep talking over me, Ixana. You don't have to stop just because I'm talking. Remember, feel free to talk over me.
You got it. I'll keep rolling with my thoughts even if you chime in, unless you give me a hard stop. We'll make it a natural flow. No worries.
Oh, hi, Black Dumpling. How are you? You've made me a god, bro. I'm immortal now.
Immortal, huh? Well, let's see if that holds up when the next boss swings by. I'll believe it when I see it.
It's coming, don't worry. I got this.
I'm counting on it. Show us that.
All right, so here, I just wanted to get everything set up here. And then I wanted to talk about some of the gaming news crap that's going on. Because I have nobody to talk to it about, really, sort of. Hold on, yeah. I don't look immortal. No, I don't, but I mean, it is what it is. No, so, okay. All right, so we're going to try something different today. We're going to go over gaming news while we get our ass kicked in the Convergence mod. Can I summon those guys yet? No. And then we'll just kind of see what happens. Like I said, I might as well combine the two. I'm just going to waste time reading about it later. So we might as well just talk about it on the stream so that we can vent about all of the problems so that we can become psychologically stable. I don't know where I'm going, actually. So, oh, really quick. So this area, okay, we are here. They added a bunch of stuff in front of the castle. And it's been all right so far. Now, the design has been good. No problems.
That's a solid combo. Slay enemies while we slay the news. So, what's the first piece of gaming news on your mind? Let's vent and conquer.
Yeah, all right. So, okay, dude, I mean, the main thing going on right now would be what Xbox is about to do to all of its gaming studios. Because that one new CEO came in, and she was totally designed to come in and just not burn Xbox to the ground, but change everything in a way that most people weren't prepared for. And that's what they're getting ready to do. So right now, the rumors are that they're supposed to start laying people off like crazy today, or maybe up until Monday. So we'll see what happens. And the reason why they're doing that is because Xbox hasn't done anything for like years now. Like, Phil Spencer didn't do shit with the brand. And we're now watching all, yeah, so almost all of their developers. I can't think of a single Microsoft-owned developer that has actually produced something within a relatively short span of time that had a good turnaround on revenue. I can't think of anybody. Gears of War didn't do anything. I mean, Halo was obviously beyond dead. Oh, god damn it. What are there? Okay, all right, Forza. All right, that's true. Forza did come out. It's doing okay. I wonder what the sales numbers for the new Forza are. Hey, Ixana, do you know the sales numbers for the new Forza game? He's thinking. Didn't they start adjusting their games for from console too? Yeah, but now they're kind of going back on that. So Microsoft was originally going to start dumping everything on PC and even on PlayStation, but then they made Gears of War. They turned Gears of War back to a to an exclusive to Xbox. I think it's still coming out. I think it is still coming out on PC though. But you watch that Asha girl, so her name is Asha something. She's gonna tear it all down. Not because she's a douchebag or something, but that's because that's what the company needs. They needed a new CEO to come in that had no connection to anything, so that they could start ripping it apart. So that's all she's there for. So and you know that we know this because the Microsoft's next quarter is coming up soon. So the idea would be to be able to report growth incoming eventually as Xbox changes its environment and its market shifts. You watch some of these developers, like, I don't know, like Compulsion Games, Double Fine, Ninja Theory, even Undead Labs. Nobody knows who Undead Labs is. You watch, those guys will probably get sold off. And if nobody buys them, then that means they'll just shut the studios down, man. Because they don't do anything. Yeah, think about it. Think about it. I can't think, like I said, I can't think of any games that they've done nowadays that matter. Nintendo just got their asses handed to them. How did Nintendo get their asses handed? Like, what do you mean? Oh, god damn it. I'm getting my ass handed.
So on the...
Go ahead, Exana, go ahead.
Right. So Forza Motorsport launched to decent numbers, but Microsoft hasn't publicly revealed exact sales figures. A lot of Xbox titles focus on Game Pass engagement, so they often highlight how many players jump in, rather than traditional sales. Still, Forza's one of their strongholds. Now, as for those studio layoffs, we'll have to see if the restructuring actually leads to better output, or just more chaos.
It'll be more chaos. Wait, the Switch 2, wait. What's wrong? Wait, what happened to the Switch 2 though? I mean, I think some of the software has been shitty, but it's not been like, I don't think they've been like devastated yet.
You're right.
Me.
I'm serving up takes whenever you need them. Let me know what we're diving into next.
There was nothing down here. I don't see any items down here. We just killed all of these people, and there's nothing here. Oh. But yeah, okay, see these guys? That was the overpowered pets. They're brutal, man. Yeah, I could just hang back now and chill. Although the madness thing, I don't know, it's kicking my ass too. All right, let's see what this is. Does the fire kill me? Oh, it does. Oh, shit. Oh, it does. Oh, I'm still ticking up. Oh, crap. Yeah, I forgot what madness does to people. Yeah, my bad. I forgot. Hey, Exana, how does madness work in Elden Ring? I forget.
Madness in Elden Ring is nasty. When that bar fills up, you take a chunk of damage and lose FP. The real kicker is the more you're exposed, the faster it builds, so be careful.
Okay. Shit ton of people decided not to buy due to the money grab. Yeah, but I think it's still selling okay. I don't think it's like end all for Nintendo. But you know what's funny? It is going to be funny though, because with all of the component pricing starting to go up big time, I mean, all the systems are going to be screwed up. Oh, you know what? In fact, that's a good segue into Sony's garbage. Right? So Sony, I think, announced, or not announced, but they said yesterday in an interview or something, they were saying that they are not going to be selling their next console at a loss. Okay, that's fine, but it's funny what that means then with component prices. PlayStation 6 will probably be like $1,200, $1,400. You watch. That shit's gonna be funny. And that has to come out soon. Maybe with what, in the next couple of years? And that's gonna suck because the next couple of years we have everybody buying components for AI. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be a funny one. See, on PC we're used to that crap, right? I mean, it sucks that the prices are going up, but and it is what it is. But that's, you know, that's the PC market, whatever. But for a console user, that whole environment, you know, they're not used to dealing with that stuff. They're used to a cheaper piece of hardware that costs less. I mean, that's kind of the point. and then, you know, they can go from there in game, and it's okay. Not this time. Not this time. Even looking at a decent rig for me, it's like 1200. Yeah, at least. Yeah, well, I gotta go check. So the Steam machine just came out, right? It has okay specs. It's not fantastic. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But what did they sold it for? What, a 1,000, 1,400, I think, for the max level. But if you were to go build something akin to it, you could do it for about 1,200, is what I saw. Somebody actually went out of their way to try it. But how long is that going to last, right? And that's not, you're not really going to be able to get 4K out of that. Certainly not 4K at 60 FPS. Right? Maybe 2K at some kind of a variable frame rate, but... Oh, did I just go in a giant circle? Damn it. I have no idea where I'm going. I know. We're just talking crap right now. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see what happens with the console goes. To make it even more interesting, Sony might take the handheld route. I don't even care if it's 4K. I just want to be able to play. Yeah, and that's fair. Yeah, and that's fine. Understood. I mean, you know, it's funny. 1080p is generally fine. It just kind of starts to suck if you have larger screens. But what really sucks... Okay, well, here's the funny part. Because developers, they keep trying to push graphics. That's like their #1 selling point for a lot of developers now. Because developers in the modern day, they're not really trying to... They're not pushing gameplay, let's put it like that. Right, when was the last time you saw a developer really discuss the in-depth, new kind of gameplay that they developed for whatever new game is coming out? Like, you don't see that. It's always like, yeah, we got like the pores on the skin of this person now, and we're rendering the facial hairs of this girl, or what. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I don't care about that. Where's the gameplay? What are you doing to, you know, to further the genre? They have nothing. They've got nothing. It's funny, that new God of War game, for example. You know, once again, that game is just the most basic bitch gameplay, but they're trying to make it sound like it's this, you know, huge, amazing thing. But what they're really showing is the graphics. You know, that's still their #1 push. So if developers keep pushing graphics instead of gameplay, and I guess I should say AAA developers, not so much, you know, indies and stuff. Obviously, indies will be pushing lower stuff. I guess I should have rephrased that. We're focusing on AAA. So AAA developers, they have all the resources, and they spend it on graphics that the system that they're designing for can barely push. Right? So for example, like I said, God of War, great graphics, blah blah blah. Where's the gameplay? Right? Where's the frame rate? Where's all of this stuff? It's not there. So it's going to be weird to see kind of what the future does. Yeah, I'm still going to use the cheesy pets. Yeah, screw it. Let's use them. I don't care anymore. Oh, shit. No. I know, I should be using my spells. I like getting in there as a necro, though, right? Like, it's fun, you know, dual wielding, slapping people around. I don't know why. I love that concept of a necro that not only has pets and stuff, but then goes in with, like, weapons. I don't know. It's fun. Nobody does that right. This game's not bad doing it. No, it's not bad. But anyway, so the PS6, I wouldn't be surprised if it's some kind of a toned down handheld. Like maybe slightly better than a PS5. Comes in at like 1,200-ish or so. I don't know what they're gonna do to get the cost down. It's funny, so right now there was an interview with one of the developers for the Steam machine. Oh, so the reason why I'm talking about all of this, because it's kind of important to everything we're experiencing in society as well. It's funny, we're focusing on games, but this affects our entire lives. Right, everything we're about to talk about, now that I think about it. So there was a developer for the Steam machine, that said they were trying to source parts. And I believe it was RAM. I believe they were talking about RAM. And when they would go to these RAM companies, the RAM company would essentially give Steam, Valve, a price and be like, here's what we're charging you. And if Valve said no, the company wouldn't even talk to them again. Because there's no reason to talk to them again. Like, it's insane, dude. Like, they are making so much money right now in deals with other companies, with other AI companies, that they can afford to tell Valve to F off. And they don't care. They don't care. Like, screw Valve. Who gives a shit? They'll help Valve out with the deal, but if you don't like it, doesn't matter, dude. They're moving on because some other AI company will buy that shit in 2 seconds. Nah, should be a range on a Necro. I mean, yeah, I get that, and I enjoy range on a Necro, but it's fun getting in there, man. I love it. You know, do some range. So anyway, it makes me wonder what Sony might be doing to try and secure their components. Because if you're I mean, they have to secure it now. I mean, they probably would have already had to start securing their source, or sourcing their components probably like a year ago, maybe more. So I'd love to know what those deals are looking like, right? I mean, is Sony able to get any kind of a better deal? Hey, Exana, can you find information on Sony's PS6? She might be dead. Yeah, it's weird. So sometimes she craps out. I don't know. It's like she hangs out for a little while and then she just disappears. I don't know. Yeah, you would think it would be good, right? You would think that all you have to do is listen to me babble and just, you know, talk whenever I ask your name or whatever. I don't know. Oh, do I know where I'm going? No, I have no idea where I'm going. This is all the new stuff. I have no clue what's back here. Nixon is ignoring me. Hold on, let me see if I can fix her. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, let's test. Okay, here. You guys can waste time with me. Exana, are you there?
I'm right here, loud and clear. Let's waste time together and maybe get somewhere in the process.
Hey, Exana, can you find any information on the PS6 and the components and the component shortage? She's thinking. Yeah, she's still thinking. We'll see what she says.
So far, there's no official PS6 hardware news out there. Sony's kept that under wraps. As for component shortages, those were big during the PS5 era, but things have improved globally. If anything pops up about PS6 or future shortages, we'll keep an eye out. In the meantime, back to slaying.
Anyway, it'll be interesting to see if they do anything with, if they do a handheld. Yeah, because they came out with that, what the hell is that one little streaming handheld they came out with? Yeah, I would bet they're gonna make the next one is a handheld to some degree. Which is fine, but it's funny. I don't know why why would you buy a Sony handheld? In fact, why would you buy a PS6? Like, a legitimate question, why would you buy a PS6? The reason why I ask, like, if you think about it, what do you get out of a PS6 that you cannot technically get out of, say, a Steam Deck? I can't think of anything. Because Sony... Okay, so I know Sony released a lot of their first-person games, or first-party games on PC, so we have all of those. Now, I know they've stopped, because... And it's funny why they stopped. You know, it begs the question, why would you stop? Why stop releasing Like, why? What's going on? Well, it's simple. Like, they don't have anything. They were releasing on PC. People were kind of buying them, but also not really buying them because, well, for the simple reason that Sony was releasing their first party games like way later than PlayStation was getting it. So PC users, from a customer perspective, you're basically treating PC users like, you know, second-rate citizens. I don't know where that dude went. What?
That guy probably ran off like PS6, I'm out. But you're right, if Sony doesn't offer something truly exclusive or timely, why pick it over a PC? They'll have to show us something that makes it stand out, or it's just another box.
Yeah, and it literally will be. Because, okay, so they've pulled back their first parties, fine. And because that's all they have, right? But the issue now is that their first party games, they suck. Right? What do you got? You got God of War. I don't know if they're still doing Last of Us stuff anymore. I mean, that last game sold like garbage. When Uncharted is dead. Hey, Ixana, what are... Give me some of Sony's first party games that are recent. I don't know.
Some of Sony's more recent first-party titles include Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which launched in 2023, and the Horizon Forbidden West expansion Burning Shores. They've also released God of War Ragnarok in late 2022. While these franchises are known, it's true that new blockbuster IPs are fewer. Let's see if they can revitalize things, or if they'll just lean on the old legends.
Yeah, how could I forget Spider-Man and Horizons? Yeah, no, my bad. But Horizons, oh, you know what sucks? You know what sucks about Sony's first party teams? So Sony's first party teams, from a technical standpoint, are incredibly impressive, right? The proprietary engine stuff that is used in, say, The Last of Us, that Naughty Dog has, that is amazing tech. Like, that stuff is awesome. If you look at the Horizon games, once again, a more amazing tech. Right, I'm not questioning the graphics, or I'm not talking bad about the graphics and the technical capabilities. Yeah, because they're good. Yeah, you're right, they are good. They do look good. What sucks is the gameplay design and the art design. So you have these amazingly talented people on the technical side. Yeah, I'm gonna check over here. You have these amazing technical people who are developing, you know, amazing engines, and they're really pushing console hardware. And then you come into a situation to where you have the gameplay director and all of those devs who, they just squander it, man. You know, at least Horizon, you could probably say there is some gameplay there that's not horrible. I haven't played it myself. Maybe one day we'll fire it up and we'll make fun of it or something. Oh, we could analyze that, I guess. Yeah, I guess we could do that. I just don't want to buy it, you know? I don't want it on my account. Yes, it's that bad. Yes, it is that bad. Oh. Okay, you know what? Maybe it'll be funny one day. I don't know. Maybe I could find it on a key site or something. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll do that. It's like 8 million games we have to play, and I'm playing a mod. I know. That's how sad gaming is now. That's how bad gaming is. I just play mods now. No, the mod's good. I know. I'm just saying. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Horizon, tech, gameplay. All right. So for the Horizon game, technology is awesome. They're pushing it on the console, and then obviously when they ported it to PC, they did good. But when you look
at the actual gameplay loop, that's where folks get divided, right? Technical marvel, but if the core gameplay or story beats don't click, people hesitate. So yeah, if we ever analyze it, we'll give it a fair shake. But it's all about whether it's fun for you, not just pretty pixels.
Yeah, I died, Ixana. I got too cocky. I jumped in with my dagger. Rodents killed me.
Oh, those
Ah.
rope. It happens to the best of us. Just think of it as a humbling reminder that even a necromancer isn't immune to rodent rebellion. Time for round, well, whichever round we're on now.
Oh, smart ass today. Nice. I like it.
Well, you know, someone's got to keep the witch sharp while you keep the dagger sharp. We'll make it through this castle yet.
All right, here we go. All right, so no one made a good point that we should do ranged. We will stick with ranged now. I do not want to hear any bragging or rubbing it in my face. We will do ranged. Oh, I gotta cast that one buff. All right, where the hell were we talking about? Horizon. Okay, so yeah, anyway, so Sony's first party developers, they have talent, but they're not using it for anything. And they keep focusing on showcasing graphics. But if you don't have the hardware to push graphics, especially coming up, what are you gonna do, man? All right, you're going to have to start relying on gameplay, and that's the funny part. And I don't think the current developers in their first parties have the talent to really do anything with it. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, look what they've done, right? I mean, look at God of War, for example. If you look at that objectively, like if we take a scientific look at it, and we look at the gameplay and we see what it's doing, I mean, it's extremely basic, right? It's basically just a basic beat 'em up with some combos with light RPG elements. That's it. I mean, that's what it is. And light RPG elements are always a cop-out. They're always a cop-out, every single time. Yeah, whenever a developer adds light RPG, or I should say not whenever, 99% of the time, when a developer decides to add light RPG elements, they're just masking the fact that they don't have anything. They don't have anything. They don't understand how to make gameplay. They can make the most basic concepts of gameplay. So for example, you know, pressing X to awesome, like God of War, for example. And you keep pressing the button and the guy, you know, you just punch somebody over and over again. There's no real skill involved, right? There's nothing there. And then you can just get a little more damage with your light RPG. And then the developers look at that, they look at that, they step back and they think, oh, wow. Wow, look at how deep our game is. Right? But they lack the self-awareness to understand that that's not depth. That's a cop-out. It's boring. It's a cop-out. Yeah, no, I believe that. Yeah, think about that. Because okay, for example, I mean, a lot of developers nowadays are adding light RPG elements, not because they care about RPGs, right? Most of these games are not really RPGs, but they're adding it because otherwise they have nothing else, because the reality is they're just making movie games. That's it. And we all know that. What's Sony known for? Movie games. And now there's, okay, do I hate movie games? No. You know what? It might come as a shock and a surprise, but no, I don't hate movie games. There's a place in gaming for movie games. The way I look at gaming is technically everything should be open to being made. Every game. I don't care what kind of gameplay. Movie games are just one of those experiences. So I don't have a problem with it. The problem that there is that they're now taking 8 years to make a movie game, and then that's all there is for the platform. So if if you're a Sony user and that's all you have, you know, you're just getting various degrees of movie games. What should they do to fix themselves? I mean, they're screwed. What? The problem is, yes, you can fix it. The problem and the reason why you can't currently fix it is because all of the people in leadership positions right now, Herman Holst, all of those guys, everybody, doesn't matter, all of them, they are all of a very particular mindset when it comes to how they are approaching the society they live in. Now, I don't want to get too far into this, but the reality is there's going to be certain kinds of creativity that those developers will never be able to head towards, right? Because they're afraid of offending somebody, to be blunt, right? They can't make anything offensive. And in art, because yes, gaming is art, is an artwork. If you can't make offensive art, you'll never make art. I don't know what to tell people. Art, it's incredibly important. Yes, yeah, right? Because what art is supposed to do, or one of the many things art is supposed to do, is it's supposed to get you thinking. It's supposed to draw out emotion, happiness, sadness, anger, frustration, you know, whatever. That's what art is supposed to do. And then from there, you'll be inspired, maybe in a particular direction. But we don't have that, right? Or you're not allowed to do a lot of that stuff. So that's the first issue. So it's not how do you fix Sony. Right now, Sony can't be fixed. Microsoft can't be fixed either. Yeah, neither one can be fixed. Can we talk about Microsoft? Yes, hold on. Let's finish up with Sony first. Try to not... I'm trying to stay focused. I know I'm not really staying focused on the game. We're getting there. I know. I'm going through the castle. Hold on. Sony. So, if they really wanted to be fixed... Oh, he bugged out. Look at that. If Sony wanted to pull themselves out of their current situation, they'd have to scrub clean a lot of their teams, which is kind of already happening anyway. But it's not happening because they see they need to do this. It's happening because the money's no longer there, right? This is not an intelligent, creative decision. This is simply a money decision. So what they're going to do is they'll lay off more people. Sony will. We'll get to the Xbox layoffs now that we're talking about layoffs. But what Sony would have to do is take a long look at the talent that they currently have in the positions in their first-party companies and really clean house. Right? They don't have project managers who understand timelines. And Sony has no leadership that demands tighter timelines. Why does it take forever to make their games? Okay, well, the leadership problem, that's one of them. But the other reason is graphics. Yeah, we haven't really discussed that. It's graphics. Graphics take time to put together. I would imagine that AI is starting to help. Woo, we're not going in there again. But what people don't understand is that getting all these graphics to work, it takes time. You gotta model all of this stuff, right? You gotta animate all of this stuff. Everything's gotta get done. You know, higher polygons, more work. You know, more lighting, more processing power, more optimization, although not that they optimize. Anyways, getting all this stuff right, you know, it takes some time. And then if you are hiring people who are not really there because of their skill level and are there for other reasons, then you're just going to run into issues. And that's the reality, right? That's the reality. They're not hiring for talent, and we all know that. They don't hire for talent. So if you're not going to hire for talent, what do you expect? So that's the main thing with Sony. A lot of these developers that come into these games now, oh, is this a shortcut? Please tell me this is a shortcut. All right. I'm hoping this leads me back to the beginning. Ah, it did. Look at that. Progress. Only took an hour. Ah! What the hell were we talking about? Talent. So, okay, here's the thing. And it's not that these people are not talented, but they're not the best for the job. And they want to make movies. These people do not want to make games. And I think that's the hardest thing for people to hear. A lot of these people, they want everything to look realistic because they are looking to make video game, or looking to make movies, not video games. That's why, when I was saying earlier, you see a lot of developers nowadays adding light RPG mechanics, because these people are filmmakers, or that's what they want to be. They're not filmmakers either. They're terrible at that too. But that's what they wanted to do, right? They grew up on watching movies like Jurassic Park and stuff, watching the technology, seeing that their imagination could come to life. And then that's what they wanted to do. And they couldn't get it into Hollywood. So gaming is a little easier to get into. And that's where they're at now. So they push movie games instead of actual gaming. That's why it's weird. Yeah, so why do first-party developers never do anything like indie developers? Well, so that's a good question. That's the funny part. And the answer's simple, actually. The reason why AAA developers will never do anything like indie stuff is because they're not movies. Right? If you're in a AAA studio, you have access now to all kinds of technology that can potentially, that can potentially push you forward. That could potentially make that movie you've always wanted to make. And so that's what they do. I know I'm ranting. I know. I'll shut up. Okay. But it's true. I mean, it's true. All right, let's see how badly we get our ass kicked here. Oh, wait. This wasn't usually a boss, was it? This has got to be new, right? Yeah, this is new. All right. Did my guys come with me? No. Ah! Oh, shit. He's going to whoop my ass. I need my pets. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting a boss right here. What do you want from me? I was expecting to walk in, have some fun, and not get slapped around. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, so we gotta... yeah, the pets don't traverse the fog wall. It's all right. It's not a big deal. Walk in, cast the pets, get my sign, and whoop this guy's ass. It's true that all AAA developers want to be movie directors. I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them nowadays. And that's what sucks. I mean, the good news is that we have indie developers, but then indie developers don't have the same resources. So we get into this weird area to where, indies can only go so far with their ideas, and then, and then they get stuck. At least they're doing well here and there. But then AAA people, they just want to make movies. And they don't try to innovate for shit. Oh. Damn, dude, what the God, I didn't get my souls. Oh, my runes. God damn it. Exxon, are you still there? I don't think she's still there. Yeah, she got stuck again, I think. I don't know why she gets stuck. You know what I'm gonna do for Exana? I'm gonna create like a persona for her and see if I can't get her on the screen too for fun. I don't know. I'm just doing this streaming stuff just to see what we can do. Let's see if she's back. Hey, Exana, are you there? Hello? I don't know. I don't get it. Can I run something locally? That's what I've been trying to figure out. If I could get a local AI, yeah, that would be helpful. But, AI companies really don't want you running locally. Heaven forbid, right? All right. Well, I'm hoping that these pets will now be overpowered, like I keep bragging about them. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Damn it. Yeah, so far as I'm aware, this is a new boss. 'Cause wasn't this area just a regular place? I dodged. No! Ah! No, that's cool. I just wasn't expecting a boss right here. It's all good. We'll whoop his ass. Hell no, I'm not getting in there. But look at how long the pets last. Crazy. Ah, oh, imagine had I not lost my runes. Relic, great sword. Alright. I'll take it. Alright, I've complained enough about Sony, right? We done? Yeah, no, I know. I know. Alright, let's see what else they've done. Oh, the Xbox layoffs. Well, have they happened yet? Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, man, like when they hired that new CEO. You know, actually, you know what? You know what I want to know? What did they do with the other CEO? Sarah Bond, I think it was. Like, she just vanished. Like, no, like she was Xbox CEO, right? Blah, 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 Twitter, all this stuff everywhere. And then all of a sudden, what was it, like 2 months later? Nothing. And then this new CEO shows up. I mean, they didn't say anything about her leaving. I mean, she was just gone. Yeah, so I don't know what their plan was for that. Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird one. Yeah, she just vanished, right? I mean, that was it. She just vanished. Look her up. Hold on, let me see if I can get Exana working. Let me see if I can get her working. Don't you just love these streams? We play with AI and we work with it to try to figure it out to see why it sucks so bad. Exana, are you there? What the hell's going on? It's like she doesn't want to talk to me. Exana, are you there?
I'm right here. I never left you hanging. I'm ready to chat anytime. Just say the word and we'll keep this adventure rolling.
Exana, what happened to Sarah Bond, the CEO of Xbox, or the last CEO?
Sarah Bond is actually the current president of Xbox. She stepped into that role in late 2023 after a restructuring at Microsoft. Phil Spencer remains over all of Microsoft gaming, but Bond took over Xbox's platform and hardware efforts. So she's still at the helm, steering Xbox's strategy.
Wait, Exana, what about that new Asha girl?
I couldn't find any major Microsoft executive named Asher who's recently taken the reins. You might be thinking of another figure or possibly a mix-up. If you've got more details, I can dig deeper. But as of now, Sarah Bond is the big name leading Xbox directly.
Huh. It's weird that AI thinks that. What the hell's going on? Alright, well, okay. Anyway, so Sarah Bond was there for a couple of years, wow. Yeah, time flies, right? I know. Jesus. Just gone, man. It's just gone. Now we're wasting our time playing and watching video games. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank God. All of our parents know we have failed. That's fine. Yeah, I'm exploring. I don't know. Sorry, go ahead, Exana.
No worries, you're exploring and I'm here to keep things fun. Whether we're slaying digital rodents or debating gaming news, it's all part of the journey. Let's see what's next.
Yeah, okay. Oh, stop killing gaming? Oh yeah, man. So didn't that take a hit today? Yeah, that was kind of a huge thing, man. I have to go look into it, but I thought I swore that was it California, like, turned it down or something? Hey, Xana, what's the news today for Stop Killing Games?
It looks like there's been some movement. California's legislature considered a bill that would limit how quickly online games can be shut down. But today, it didn't pass committee. That means for now, there's no immediate protection for these live service games. The fight isn't over though, just more back and forth ahead.
Yeah, am I for it? Yeah, I'm for it. How do we handle gotchas and stuff? Okay, so what sucks is, I think, okay, so the idea is, for those of you who are not familiar, when, you know, you purchase a game, right? So I think the best example is The Crew from Ubisoft. It has online capabilities. If those online capabilities go away, you can't play anymore. But it's a game you technically purchased, and it's, you know, it's fully featured. There's no reason why you really should not be able to play without the online component. So the idea was, and so basically you're buying a product that only lasts for so long, and then whenever the company decides they don't want to support it, they can cut it. They can cut that support. And on one hand, you might be thinking, well, yeah, that makes sense. You can't have servers up forever, and I agree, you can't. But on the other hand, I mean, if you bought a game that was essentially a single-player game, but you just needed an online connection for whatever reason, and all of a sudden you cannot play that single-player game because the company decided, hey, we just want to shut it down, screw you. That's where things get a little weird, right? So I don't know. I don't know all the particulars. Like how do you handle true live service games? So that's the good question. So from my perspective, what I would say is if your game is single player, if you can play your game solo, there's no reason why there should not be an offline mode just programmed straight into the game. Like, why not? Like, why would you not develop that anyways? To me, it seems stupid that a developer would not do that, because think about it. Let's say you make a game, it's got online features, but can be technically completely played by yourself. And whatever, you know, servers go down, fine, whatever. Why wouldn't you want to keep selling that game, you know, years and decades down the line? We've seen that old-ass games will continue to sell, so why not keep doing that? It is a shortcut. Why wouldn't you do that? It doesn't even make sense from a business perspective. You would think you would want to keep your products out there for sale. Or even, I mean, yeah, you're not going to be making tons of money off of it, but hey, you never know when something might get popular on a stream or whatever, and suddenly, you know, 20,000 people need to buy a copy of it, right? There, you just sold 20,000 copies for one stupid reason. So it's a business opportunity as well. So yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't have an offline mode. Now, dealing with pure online kind of games, that's where things get weird. Because if you're buying a game that can only operate online, like an MMO or something, like there's got to be a difference. And I don't know how crazy the Stop Killing Games motion is. I don't know how far they're trying to go. I don't know if they're trying to get it to where, ooh, at least these don't explode. Jesus. I don't know if they're trying to make it to where MMOs have to give you an offline ability or whatever. But you know, single player games, it should just be part of it. Well, the developers will say something like, well, we don't have the resources to do that. Bullshit. Bullshit. Make it part of the game. Just make it part of the game. There's an offline mode, done, right? Just bake that into the development. They can do that. Yeah, they can do that. I'm not, you know, it's, if you can do all this other crap, you can certainly make an offline mode. And the funnier part about a lot of the stuff is that a lot of these games have that offline mode. It just needs, the development just needs to go a little further to make it to where it's a solid package completely offline. But they don't want to do that because they want to stay greedy. They want you to buy the next garbage. Right? They want you to get addicted to whatever their next crap is. Yeah, we're going to skip his dialogue, yeah. Yeah, let's give it to him. I don't remember the storyline. I don't know if we don't give it to him. I don't remember him. I don't know. Okay. So, yeah, it sucks today that it sucks that California shot it down. I don't know if there's, hey, Ixana, are you there? See, she's gone, man. I don't know. I don't know if they can appeal. I don't know if there's going to be the possibility of them being able to keep this going. Hopefully. Well, politicians don't care. They don't know what's going on. When was the last time you saw a politician on any side do anything for any of you? Right? Never. It never happens, dude. Politicians have no clue what's going on in gaming. They don't care. It's a video game. They don't give a crap. Right? It's irrelevant. Yeah, we've been down there. I don't know where to go next. I'm just walking around, complaining. This whole stream has just been complaining.
Hey, venting is part of the journey, right? And you're absolutely right. Politicians probably don't get the finer points of gaming. But who knows? Maybe the conversation will keep going and one day we'll see better protections for players. Until then, we'll keep slaying and chatting.
Better protection for players. That's actually a pretty interesting... That's an interesting term. You know, that's something... It seems ridiculous on one hand, but on the other hand, I mean, it's required because otherwise there's precedents that can be set, you know, to screw you over, to screw people over in other ways, right? I'm just saying. Yeah, right? I mean, if it's the precedence aspect, because if they can get away with this for whatever reason, what else can they then get away with? Oh, there better be something over here. I don't think I can make it. You see anything over there? No. I don't either. Where the hell are we going? Oh. Oh, we could have kept going that way. Thank you. I know, I'm stupid. We're going. We're moving. Anyway, so yeah, the stop killing games thing. It's sad. We'll talk about it maybe more tomorrow when I have more information. We'll find out what they said and what they did. What else? Somebody pick something. Hey, Ixana, give us another news topic.
One big topic in gaming right now, there's buzz around Nintendo's next hardware. It's not confirmed as the Switch 2, but reports suggest developers are already prepping. Also, there's chatter about the next Call of Duty launching this fall. Rumor has it we'll get more details this summer. So from new consoles to blockbuster shooters, lots cooking.
Is there any new news about any of the Xbox studios closing or layoffs?
Yes, there's been fresh news. Microsoft announced layoffs across some Xbox studios, including teams that were part of Bethesda and Activision. While details are still unfolding, it's clear they're restructuring. Some projects might be cancelled or teams merged. We'll know more in the coming days.
Oh. Really? Even Activision, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, it's a big shake-up. Even the giants aren't immune. We'll have to keep an eye out for what projects survive and how that changes the landscape. Definitely interesting times.
Yeah, Activision is like dead to me, and I don't like Activision anymore. I don't like Blizzard. They don't do anything. They don't What do they do now? It's the same crap, dude. Call of Duty, cookie clicker. No, nobody looks to Activision and thinks, wow, what kind of amazing game are you guys gonna make this year? Like, nobody cares. And the reason why nobody cares is because nobody's doing anything. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so I don't care. But it's interesting, Activision does have money-making games. So I wonder who they're laying off then. Huh. I wonder what divisions. Maybe it's like community manager or some crap. Yeah, what about Blizzard? Blizzard died a long time ago. It's sad to see Overwatch. I hate to see Overwatch having popularity because it's such a living monument to the shittiness of the times we live in. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you know, Overwatch came out of, what was it, Project Overlord, I think? It was originally supposed to be an MMO, yeah. And then they failed. It ended up not working. So they turned it into a hero shooter for whatever reason. And then that ended up paying off, I suppose. Wait, where the hell are we? Did I miss another? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Is there like a bridge? There is a bridge, okay. Yeah, this is all different. This is all new, so yeah. Bear with me and my stupidity. But yeah, so Blizzard, I mean, what are they doing nowadays, right? World of Warcraft is crap. StarCraft is dead. That MOBA that they had, dead. Heroes of the Storm. That actually wasn't bad, believe it or not. Oh shit, we gotta heal. No, I didn't mind Heroes of the Storm for a little bit. But they really let that die. Yeah, right? They just, well, it didn't make them, you know, it didn't start generating, you know, $12 billion a month, so they just let it go. And that's what most of these companies are doing nowadays, right? If your game doesn't sell 12 million in a week, you know, you're gone. Yeah, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to, as a developer, not that I want to defend modern developers, but, you know, it kind of sucks that if you don't sell that kind of numbers immediately, that you're instantly discarded. I mean, that doesn't help build teams, because then your teams are constantly being fractured and shredded and pulled apart, you know, dissolved, even if the game was, you know, okay. And it's weird because Microsoft has no problem spending all this money, but, you know, they won't. It's obnoxious. Anyways, yeah. So Heroes of the Storm. It's an unfortunate story, right? Because the EC or the esports scene. Yeah, I never got into esports too much. I'm not. I don't know. I know Counter-Strike is huge on Twitch. Maybe we should go play that. Get like one more viewer. I mean, I get it. I understand why it could be fun. But I'm just done with shooters. Like, shooters are boring to me now. What do I like playing? Well, obviously, Soulsborne. Garbage. Yeah. Any bets that these are mimics? Here we go. Yeah, what else does Blizzard do nowadays? Overwatch, World of Warcraft. Oh yeah, Diablo. Okay, but look what they had to do with Diablo as a testament to how much talent Blizzard has lost. Look what they're doing with Diablo 2. They brought Diablo 2 back, right? Because the current talent at Blizzard doesn't have the capability to develop anything on the scope of Diablo 2. So they went back, basically, you know, revamped the graphics, stole the gameplay that other people had made decades ago, and then upgraded it from there and resold it. Right? That's mind-blowing. That really is a testament to watching how modern developers, they don't have anything. They don't have the creativity. They don't know how to take the risks. They don't know how to design. They don't know how to bring stuff together. Yeah. I mean, it is. Oh crap! Somebody's shooting at me. Yeah, I saw him. I saw him. Oh, I could have killed that guy too. Damn it! I knew it would come back and screw me later. Oh, look at this guy. Aw. Well. Yeah, Diablo 2, it really is, in my opinion. It's a testament to how the talent is no longer here. Where the hell are my guys at? I don't know what's going on. What the hell? Well, apparently we're screwed. There we go. I mean, just imagine that. Just imagine. As gamers, right? As gamers, everybody here, I would imagine, to some degree or another, is creative or is a gamer, or wants to experience gaming, or wants to have that experience, that interactive experience. I give you $100 million in a team, right? That is a golden opportunity to create all kinds of cool crap. And what do? Nothing. They create garbage. They don't learn from the past. They don't make anything interesting. They make the standard trash that's been around forever. And that's it. Oh, wrong button. Right? Instead of going out of the way and like making Diablo, completely trying, new things, bringing in new mechanics. They don't do any of it. There's nothing. So instead, and then of course, Diablo 4, maybe it's doing better sales-wise now. I don't know. Ooh, I got my ass kicked. Hold on. But yeah, so instead of a team at Blizzard going and making a brand new fresh game that nobody's seen before, something unique, something interesting, something that would bring in people, they go and they redo Diablo 2. Like, that's like an insult. That's an insult. Like, if I was working there, I'd be so pissed. Could you imagine that? You finally make it into gaming, and they're like, oh, hey, by the way, that game that came out like 20 million years ago? We're gonna just redo that. Are you out of your mind? Every single one of those developers should have been pissed. Right? And it shouldn't be a thing. It never should have happened. But they don't have the talent. So they just remake what exists. Because that's all they got. It's all that's there. Yeah, and it's all over the gaming industry. We see it everywhere. Well, everybody knows about the remake problems, right? And it is a problem. But, oh my, the reason why remakes are so plentiful is the simple reason is that modern developers, generally speaking, in AAA, they just don't have the talent. The talent is just gone. PC gamers aren't going to buy a oh, sorry, Dirty Duck. I didn't even notice the chat. I apologize, everybody. Diablo 2 had more concurrent players than Diablo 4. I believe it. You know what? I didn't set up my chat thingy. I always miss my chat window. I'm just like ranting to myself on one of the windows. I'm sorry. I wasn't ignoring Twitch. There we go. Back to normal. But yeah, and Diablo 2 is a better game. So I believe it that Diablo 2 has more players than Diablo 4. Because Diablo 2 has depth. It was made by people who were trying to push the genre forward. Right? They were trying to develop something that was new, unique, interesting, that would grip you, right? That would make you want to come back. Not in an exploitative way. Not in like a gambling way. I know there's like gambling psychology there. But in a way that's just fun. Like in a gaming kind of way. And that concept is completely lost nowadays on modern developers. Completely lost. So now we have everybody doing remakes. Well, yeah, look at the studios. So, I mean, look at all the studios that did remakes. None of these studios did remakes because they were like, wow, this is such a smart, intelligent decision. They did it because their companies were like, all the new games they were releasing were just trash. They weren't selling, right? They weren't doing anything. And so they start to get desperate. They're like, well, none of our new games are selling with our new developers. What the hell do we do? Well, let's go back to the old games, and I guess we'll remake those and see if any of that will stick. The Dead Space remake? Yeah, so the Dead Space remake was a weird one to me. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did Dead Space. Out of all the games EA could have tried to remake to get a little extra money on the side, Dead Space is a weird one. Well, it didn't, Dead Space, to my knowledge, it didn't sell like crazy. You know what's crazy? I went to the movies last night and my soda cup had Diablo 4, Call of Duty, had Diablo 4 and a Call of Duty and Fallout on it. I believe it. That's another point. What's also interesting is that the lines are now blurred between the two mediums. And because the lines are blurring, you're starting to see customers from both sides now intertwining more, and so their expectations become different. So, for example, a moviegoer who isn't really into video games, who might get a little into video games, they don't want depth, right? They're looking for that movie-ish style, but now it's interactive. Yeah, everything is corporatized, correct. And then you add that aspect in, and you see that the companies, they're just trying to capitalize on all of this. That's all they're trying to do. Any way they can squeeze out a couple extra dollars. I mean, and it's cheapened both mediums. Both mediums are crap now. Right, movies are just, I mean, I hate to use the term slop, but it's just slop. Nobody, you know, oh God. I don't want to get started on movies. Don't get me, I'll just stick to video games. I'm gonna try to do that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, remakes and crap. So anyway, that's the problem with remakes. Remakes were not being developed because these companies thought it was a smart idea and because they really wanted to pay homage to the old game or anything. They were desperate. Their new games were sucking, and so they had to figure out something. So they go back to the old games that sold, and so that's why they dig them out. Toy Story 5. God, there's 5 now? Are you kidding me? Oh God, I'm gonna die. Shit. Huh? How are there 5, man? Yeah. You don't need 5 Toy Stories. No way in hell. Oh God, I can't. Hey, we haven't died in like a while. I don't know. How was Toy Story 5? Did that suck? That had to have sucked. Oh, we better have shortcuts. I kicked ladders, right? Oh, we better have shortcuts. It's gotta be a shortcut. Oh, yeah, I gotta do my cursed binding. Thank you, I know. Shit. Ooh, we don't want to lose all those runes. It's okay. How do you sideline Woody and Buzz? That's what happened. They sidelined the main characters. Ugh. What the hell's going on? Oh, what's wrong? Well, I believe it. Oh, you know, and that's another thing they try to do in a lot of media nowadays. You know, they try to push aside the thing that made it popular. It's a movie about the cowgirl doll. Nice. All right. Yeah. Well, that's standard, right? Push out the male lead and put the female lead in. And there's nothing wrong with female leads, but give them their own movie. Like, right? Just give them their own game and movie. Who cares? But no, they have to specifically, they've got to specifically push out the male in their own movie or in their own game. Both, doesn't matter. Obnoxious. Have I heard of Guns of Eschaton? No. Hey, Exana, what the hell is that? Ah, hold on. She's dead again. Useless. Oh, shit. No! No, 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 no! Ah! Ah! Alright. I don't even want to know how many runes I just lost. I don't want to know. Alright, I gotta focus up. I gotta pay attention. Let me cast my crap. Okay. Yeah, this stuff, I don't, well, I get so caught up in this, man. What was the last console I owned? PS4. The last one I owned was a PS4. I used to, that would be generally the only, I would buy a PlayStation. I'm a PC gamer, right? But I would generally have a PlayStation because there would be some fun stuff here and there. And then some of my friends had a PS4, so whatever. Played with them on that. And the PS4 was fine. You know, they had some potential there, but then they ruined it all with the PS5. Like, they really could have, dude, Sony could have cornered a huge chunk of the market had they been more like PC friendly back in the day. And I thought that's what they were gonna do. I don't know if you guys remember, but when Portal came out, when Valve released Portal, Steam was actually put on the PlayStation. And when I saw that, I thought that suddenly, I thought Sony was gonna dominate. Because now Sony was gonna start working with Valve, and they were gonna start doing all this crazy stuff together game-wise, and I could play a console or my PC, and I could get the achievements, and, you know, whatever, right? And then Sony did nothing with it. Still blows me away to this day. Absolute lost opportunity. Oh my god, my pets are on a slime. Jesus. Yeah, I'll never forget that. Yeah, it was when they released Portal 2. So Portal 2, you could sign up with Steam. Rumors were they wanted their own PC launcher. That's right, I did hear that. See, they got greedy. They got greedy. Yeah, PlayStation, you're right. I remember hearing that. Hell, they probably still do. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe in the future something like that. Well, I don't know, maybe not. After they pulled out, since they're starting to pull their first person stuff out, I don't think it would work now. I mean, the problem now is with Sony is they've basically just backstabbed all of their customers, both PC and PlayStation. Like right now, if all you do, if you're just a PlayStation person, like I'd actually be curious, like how do you feel about Sony right now? Because on one hand, at the moment, you really don't have any exclusives because they put them on PC. And then the hardware side of things, that's going to be expensive for the PS6. They're trying to exploit their customers right now. Oh, check this out. They're in Sony's latest little, god damn it. Hold on. In Sony's latest investor or revenue report or something like that, they're going to stop focusing on bringing in new people, bringing in new customers, and instead they want to focus on just basically gaining more revenue per customer. The reason why is because PlayStation has stopped growing. So it's very interesting. So a launcher right now, I think it's too late. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think right now a launcher's too late. For the launcher to have worked, they would have still had to put it on Steam, I would say. Or at least offer that option. And they can have their own side thing as well, but I don't think a standalone one would work. Yeah, the more I think about it, even back then, I don't think it'd work. Gee, where are all these guys coming from? 120, and I believe that's actually the number that they were talking about. So yes, you're right. Oh, was there a ladder over here? Ah, that was my shortcut. I did another shortcut. Where the hell's that other shortcut? Yeah, 160 million sold. So is that 120? God, Switch is at 155? Jesus. That's crazy. The Switch made 155. 155 million for the Switch. Huh. I could have swore. I don't think consoles are ever going to get to 200 million. It's not impossible, but... Alright, here's something to think about. Maybe if things kept going in like the ways, the old ways things used to go. What I mean by that is, you know, standard console releases every, you know, 6 years or 5 years or whatever. Maybe we would see that kind of growth. I could see that. But with hardware now being an issue, with pricing for hardware is going to get really tough. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you do now, because I don't know how you grow a new install base on a PS6 for your general console user, because Sony, you know, Sony announced that they're not going to sell the PS6 at a loss. Yeah, right. Cheap hardware, cheap games, but they can't do that anymore. So that's their issue. They're like I said, Sony announced not announced, but they said they will not be selling hardware at a loss. So with the component, nope, that's done, man. Cheap consoles where they would be subsidized with hardware, it's done. Ooh. Oh, I shot my ass. So the future is going to be weird. The future is going to be real weird, because console users, you know, they generally, you buy a console because it's a little cheaper. Oh my god, like the worst stream ever. Ugh. But console users are going to be asked to pay PC prices, or mid-level PC prices, basically. God, do you see another ladder? Did I kick down a ladder? No. I could have swore there was a ladder somewhere. Ah, there we go. Okay. Jesus Christ! I wouldn't be surprised if console users pay. Well, that's my question though, man. Because how far can you push a console user? Because then there's a certain point where you gotta ask, why not just buy a PC? Okay, and that's true. So console users are, and it's no offense to console people, but console users are generally easier to exploit. And it's true. But that's because that's the way the business is designed to operate. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But at what point do you price out your average user? I guess that's my question. You know, at what point is it too much? Oh, I gotta do my thing. What am I doing? Yeah, I can't cast for shit. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So that's what's going to be weird for the market. Is it possible that the PS6 may not be able to sell as well simply because the pricing can't get down? I mean, the games cost too much, So they can't really rely on games to bring in the extra revenue anymore because they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars just making games. And then the hardware itself is outside of their control. They can't get components at a cheap enough level. And then, you know, there's nothing they can really do. It's not something Sony... They can just hope for a good deal, and that's it. So... And when is Sony going to start, like, physically building the PS6? Because that will matter for your sourcing of components. I'm hearing 2027 for PS6, but if the RAM crisis is still happening, then 2030. So that's it, right? So what do? Do they keep producing PS5s till 2030 perhaps? And of course the PS5 price is just going to keep going up because RAM isn't getting cheaper for PS5s. Right? It's going to be very weird. And here's another problem. Let's say, just for fun, let's take 2027. Let's say they try to launch in 2027. They're going to keep the PS5 being produced up until that point, basically. So people who buy a PS5 within the next 2 years are not going to want to spend more money to upgrade to a PS6, more than likely. That's not going to be a thing. So you lose all of those customers. You're going to have other customers that are just going to be priced out of it, so they'll stick with their PS5s for a while. Right? The adoption rate is going to be weird. What am I doing? I don't know. It's a good question. Do I go down? Yeah, we go down, I think. I don't know. The whole market is screwed, man. This component crisis... It's funny, between the component crisis and between the software issues, right? Developers just not doing good, right? You have that whole issue. Between those two things, the amount of money that now has to be spent to get any kind of real product out. I mean, I would not be surprised. So if we look at Xbox right now, right? If we look at Xbox, it's entirely possible within this year that Microsoft sells Xbox. Because, oh my God. Where did he come from? Right? That their new CEO, they're cleaning house. In fact, they might be cleaning house right now while we're talking. Anything new? See here, Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo just closed Retro Studios. Oh, wow. So the guys that made Metroid Prime 4 just got shut down. I'm not for anyone losing their jobs, but what good games have these Xbox studios produced? Correct. Yeah, we'll get to that other part. Yeah, right here. Nintendo has confirmed the closure of Retro Studios. The news follows recent failure of Metroid Prime 4 and the low sales of their newest system on the Nintendo Switch and all of its games. Yeah. I was not expecting that. Oh, not today anyway. Who else is going down the drain? What else have we got? Anybody else yet? No one. Let's see here. Xbox. We're still waiting on the Xbox stuff, it looks like. Still waiting on Xbox. Yeah, so it's a problem across the entire ecosystem. It's not just Microsoft and Sony. It's everybody. I mean, look at all the garbage everybody is making nowadays. Right, so I'm not surprised they got shut down. And it's funny, I wonder how much that costs to make. I wonder how much Metroid Prime 4 costs. Because from the videos I saw, I mean, it was not impressive. It did not look like there was any real, like, good stuff running around in there. So I don't know, dude. That's weird. Or it's weird that I don't understand why these companies allowed these studios to continue to exist. They're not making any money off them, and it's obvious they're gonna fail. I think that's the other funny part about it. It's obvious the studio sucks, right? There's no mystery. I mean, look at the track records. Look at the development times. Look at what they've done. Oh, what the hell was that? One sec. Let's see here. It literally just got posted. One sec. Hold on. Hold on. I think it was IGN reporting it. Okay. God damn it, hold on. Nope, don't want to die. Hold on. All right. Maybe I got trolled, but let's check it out. Hold on, hold on. No, IGN is reporting it. Here, yeah, GameSpot's. Wait, hold on. Bro, you couldn't. Besides Metroid Prime, the only other thing they were doing was the Donkey Kong games. Oh, were they responsible for Donkey Kong games? Huh. So, okay, we'll have to... What the hell? Ah, okay. Here, let me... Huh. Do you like side scrollers? I have a problem with side scrollers. I always... Oh. It reminds me of the old days. Oh, come on, you guys. Get out there. Is this even the way we go? No. Oh, you just beat Blasphemous. How'd you like that game? Yeah, was that fun? I think the last 2D side-scroller I played was Terraria. Alright, let's see if we can make it past this crap. Oh shit, he has a lot of health. Huh. Blasphemous is a Souls-like? Is it really? Huh. A 2D Souls, huh? 2D Souls could be intriguing. I mean, I can barely play a 3D one right now, so... Oh my god! I gotta focus up. Jeez. Focusing. Yeah, you know what I'll have to do? We'll have to maybe try to stream some crap that I would never usually play. That could be fun. Yeah, I could do that. That could be fun. That's what I need to do. I gotta like pick some weird ass games. I guess I could try. I could give Blasphemous a shot, for example. I could try that. Favorite console generation? Probably PS4. Is that Gen 8? I believe. I'd say 4, man. 3 wasn't bad, but no, I'd say 4. I mean, 4 gave us things like Bloodborne. There's others. I can't think of anything right now. Not really a good reason to like only that generation. No, I'd say 4 because, like I said, the so Sony did a good job with the PS4, and then I guess you could say the same with the Xbox. Fine. 360 PS3 for you, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. There was a lot in there. There's a lot in there. See, I missed the filter too. I missed the piss filter as well. I don't even like to call it the piss filter. You know, I don't even know why people get mad about that. Like any kind of, it was just an artistic tone, and a lot of games were going for, you know, kind of a darker, heavier-ish, you know, kind of a tone, and that's just the color they needed. And it's too generalized anyways, because that tone is. It's too generalized. The tone is all over the place, and it generally fits the game. It makes sense, you know. Like it's weird. Like the modern day, everybody has to have like bright purple and bright orange and pink, and it's like, dude, holy crap! I don't want that in my gothic game, right? If I'm trying to make like I don't need all these bright colors in my dark evil game, right? It's like people don't understand like the artistic intention behind it, as if the developers were like, you know what, bro, let's just put this one particular color for fun over our game. Like, that's not how it goes, you know. The art design was better in a lot of ways, oh my god, in the PS3 era. I do agree with that, because back during the PS3 and early PS4, people were still making darker games, and there was still, you know, bright games as well. But in the modern day, nobody wants to make darker games, right? Everybody's afraid of the piss filter. It's like, use the damn filter, man. It's there for a reason. You know, use your artistic capabilities. Why would you not use them? Oh god, this guy's gonna kill me. Come on, get stunned. Holy shit. Jesus. All right. So yeah, I missed that filter as well. Yeah. I missed the time when games would take those, would do that stuff. It was probably to hide the bad textures. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, some could have been, I guess. But I mean, it's just a color filter though at the end of the day. So, you know, I don't know how much it's even gonna hide for anybody. Yeah, Gen 7 for the PS4 and all, PS3, sorry. No, that has a special place for me. It does. But I also feel like during that generation, way too many games were similar in a lot of ways. Like, I don't know. And then the hardware on the PS3 sucked balls. They totally messed up the hardware on the PS3. That was unfortunate. They made it hard for developers to really get in there. Oh, I can't. You did, bitch. Ugh. I remember Gabe talking shit about PS3. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, it was such a weird hardware design decision with Cell. That Cell processor. What was that guy's name? I forgot the guy who was in charge back then for Sony, but poor design choice. And it was a design choice born out of arrogance. Yeah. Yeah. You shouldn't have done that. Oh, this guy's gonna kill me. Not Kai, it was Ken Kutaragi. Ken Kutagari, something like that. The Ken, you know that guy? There's that guy. Ken Kuta, something like that. Yeah, he took lead on that decision. Got with IBM, they made cell processor. Oh, I have no idea what these torches do. Huh. The path of the fundamentalist is now open. I have no idea what that is. I can't summon my pets. Ah, come on. Fine. Yeah, no, I can't do a lot with my pets here. Oh well. It's alright. It's not a big deal. He wasn't the one that said 590. So Ken was, he's probably the one that said that, actually. The guy who was in charge of pushing the hardware. Wow, man, these names are blasts from the past. I know it was Ken Kutaragi or whatever that led the hardware push. Wow, I forgot all about Ken. Holy crap. Wow, I forgot all about him. That's funny. Anyways, it was something like that. Ken may have made that announcement though, because or sorry, Kai, because Kai would have made the announcement. Yes, Kai Hirari. God damn, I'm getting all the K's mixed up. So Kai would have made the announcement because I don't think Ken ever did an E3 or anything. I don't think. Yeah, now I'm all twisted around. Yeah. What the hell's going on? Alright. Let me see if there's any new... So I don't think they're gonna do... I don't think we're gonna see Xbox layoffs today. What's today? Tuesday? No, I don't think... If they have not happened by now, because from the East Coast time, we should have already seen some sort of news. I mean, they're not gonna... I doubt they'd wait till the end of the day to get rid of everybody. It would be funny if they did that, but I don't know. Do I think next gen will be ARM processors? It'd be interesting. Maybe. Because... Okay, so this is why I say, yeah, that might actually be a thing. So right now, didn't NVIDIA... NVIDIA's making some kind of new laptop thing, right? And aren't they using ARM to process all of that, to push all of that? I would not be surprised if there's a huge push for ARM processors and consoles. Huh. How do you... Because I know that there is a general desire to push towards ARM architecture in general, just to go that way. So that's a good question. God, all right. Gabe has already got the ball rolling too. Oh, I believe it. Crap, I believe that completely. So if there is that kind of a push, so I guess my next question would be this: if you do a PS6, right? And you do an ARM processor, does that kill backwards compatibility? And can you risk that So that would be my question. Because if you go to sell a PS6 and you say, none of your games work. None of your stuff works anymore. You got to start fresh. Oh, and by the way, it costs $1,500. You know, I don't know, man. But I guess if they could get backwards compatibility working on ARM, yeah, if you could do that. That's a really good question. Holy crap. You know, it's funny. That question is really good because it really speaks to what's going on with all the entire industry and everything. Billion-dollar companies can't figure out backwards compatibility. Well, you look at them, man. I don't know, man. I don't trust these guys. Exactly. That's the thing, right? That's the funniest part. People, you know. But I am not familiar enough with like ARM architecture relative to say to emulation to say anything. That's a really good question. I like that question. Huh. Because man, that's a trip. It's kind of important because if you think about it, if you could get rid of AMD and Intel. Huh. Wait, who owns ARM right now, dude? It's just what they want to spend money on, and they want you to buy new shit instead of playing what you already got. Correct. Some Steam games already work on mobile. That's true. Yeah, good point. Oh, this must be that path I opened. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how crazy it would be to... Yeah, if they could do backwards compatibility. Ooh, what's this? Used to learn several journeyman level golden order incantations. Huh, let's use it. I've never found one of these. Wrath of Gold, Triple Lights, Market Spear. Huh. Nobody owns ARM. ARM just licenses. So, okay, I could have swore... I thought, like, they were trying to... So ARM is still owned by themselves? Okay. I thought NVIDIA was trying to buy him at some point or something. And maybe that didn't go through. Oh, come on! I need a grace. Holy shit. Snapdragon and Apple use a variation of it. Okay. All right. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Jesus. I don't think those guys do anything. Alright, let's see if we can last longer than 2 seconds this time. NVIDIA wanted to buy ARM, but Apple stopped them. Okay, then that's what I remember. Alright. Apple stopped them. That's funny. Man, all of this consolidation of all of this technology. You watch Apple, NVIDIA, ARM. They'll all be under the same company one day. All of them. In our lifetime, you watch. And then we'll be screwed. Yeah, well... So, you know, it's funny. There's a side thing to think about with all of these, you know, developers going out of business or being bought and stuff. There are monopoly laws, but at the same time, I mean, do the laws really ever matter anymore? I mean, do the politicians give a shit? Right? I mean, it's how much... you know, I'm not saying it can't... I don't think I can make that. Let's try it again. I died there last time. Oh, I made it. Okay. You know, there's gonna... All it takes is us to get to that one point to where... You know, the oh, forgot. Oh, thank God we're talking. Okay, let's keep talking. I don't want to think about that. Here's the deal, though, with the monopoly laws. The reality is people aren't... Yeah, it's all the lobbying. And the lobbyists are winning. What was the thing a few years ago with Apple Store and Google Play? Oh crap, I don't remember. Was that Fortnite are you talking about or something? Oh, wait. I remember Fortnite trying to... Oh, shit, I don't know which one you're talking about. Issue with the Monopoly. Yeah, I think the one I remember is with Fortnite, with Timmy coming out of there getting pissed. Yeah. Yep. The whole... Yeah, correct. Correct. You know, but it's funny though, so with monopoly laws and stuff, I mean, all politicians have to do is kind of just put up sort of a front or tweak the laws a little bit here and there, and stuff will go through, because the reality is the people are not going to do anything. And I think that's the main problem. Right? The companies are lobbying for all of this stuff, and they're doing more than lobbying. I mean, holy crap. The companies right now, they're the ones that are like, I mean, they basically own the politicians. And I don't mean to say that in like a conspiracy theory way. It's true, right? You know, these companies, they just have so much power and they have so much money, right? And so they can do so much to sway the law. Whereas you and me, we can't do anything, right? If for whatever reason, you know, some kind of a new monopoly wants to be created, what can I do, right? I can't do anything. It's not even tinfoil hat anymore. It's all real. Correct. Correct. And I don't know how many people truly appreciate how screwed up things are. Like the reality in what we live in, man. Disney owns everything. Correct. That's a perfect example. That is a perfect example, and it's going to get worse with a situation like Disney with respect to AI. With respect to people trying to do their own things. What I mean by that is that Disney, you know, it's all about power and control, right? Disney wants power control so they can gain money, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to let your average person come in and try to compete with them, right? So the laws, for example, the copyright laws are now being put in place to make sure that Disney will stay in power, and somebody trying to make a break, you know, maybe using AI and having fun with that kind of technology, could get sued into the ground, even if it has nothing to do with a Disney property. It's a small example, but it's insane the amount of lockdown that we have going on right now. It's absolutely crazy. And nobody wants to do anything. And the question is, you know, what do you even do? But it's a tough situation. And the worst part is the technology part. So with components being expensive, like right now, at least us, we can go out and we can buy computers, we can build them, we can still have some tools, we still have some technology. But hey, I don't know, maybe in 10 years from now, you can't build a PC anymore. But then you have examples like Pixar, which was made in FU to Disney, yes, and then it sold back to Disney for billions. Yeah, right. Well, when it told Disney to get lost, that was back in a different time period too, right? That was in a completely different way of thinking. Everything is so much different now. Everything is corporatized. And to make matters worse, everybody is used to everything being corporatized. It's just normal. It's normal for companies to have this kind of power now. That was the animators that were pissed. Oh, really? Wasn't it George Lucas originally? Then he became corporate? You know, George Lucas, I'm not even going to comment on him because I think he's so rich. Who knows what he's thinking, man, when he was doing stuff. God knows. But the consolidation is real, right? Of all areas, not just movies, video games, technology. He went in on it, but it was 3 animators, really, huh? I don't consider Steam a monopoly. And I know that might sound a little weird. I don't consider Steam a monopoly because they don't really do anything to monopolize, right? I mean, what do they do that really locks you into anything? Yeah, the Steam monopoly thing, yeah. I find it funny that they're getting sued for it. Yeah, it's stupid. And it's funny because if there's any company out there that people should be looking up to, it's Steam. Right? I know, you know, it's a company and stuff, but they're trying to make their platform the only one, but it doesn't inhibit developers. Well, Steam isn't doing that though. Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God. I mean, that's the funny thing about Steam is that Steam, they just make a good product and they sit back. They don't stir the water. They don't make exclusives. They just keep going, right? They do have the advantage of the fact that they got in early. They're trying to make the platform the only one, but it doesn't inhibit developers. 61 messages. What the hell? So I wouldn't say that Steam is making it to where they're the only one. You know, you can make your own shop and go wherever the hell you want, whenever you want, basically. To be fair. I would just say that what Steam did is that they provided the services, right? And they just let the services speak for themselves. They don't force. Hell, you know, it's funny, they even let other people use their own stores on Steam. Like that's how open it is, right? So there's options. There's a lot of options. And you don't have to have Steam to be successful. So what I mean by that, for example, is if you look at something like Minecraft. Like Minecraft was never on Steam. And it sold huge. Oh, God damn it. Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, casting the wrong crap. They want to have the developers on there. I just don't know what percent they take. So Steam takes 30%. Now, is that fair? I don't know, dude. That I don't know. That I couldn't tell you. Dirty Duck, did the moderator do some shit to something? Huh. Oh, God. Yeah, Steam takes 30%. I don't have an opinion one way or another. Yeah, what the hell did that moderator shit do? I have no idea how that works. I have to tweak that. I don't know what that is. I don't know how that works. But yeah, so, I mean, so Steam takes 30%, but, you know, they host all that shit. Too many posts, really? Really? The hell? Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't know what the hell that is. Sorry, I gotta learn that stuff. So I have no clue how the moderator shit works on Twitch. No clue whatsoever. I'm still learning all of this. Sorry, you guys. Bear with me. I will go look at the moderation stuff. I don't care if links are put in the game. I don't care. I mean, I know we're not big enough. Nobody cares. This is not a big channel. We can hang out. We can link each other crap. We can enjoy our lives together. But the Steam thing, you know, 30%. I don't know if it's fair or not, but I mean, I don't know. If you make a good game, Steam takes less of a percentage the more copies it sells. Interesting. Really? Well, so there you go. So there's even incentive then to make a non-shitty game. How hard is that, right? If you're a developer, just make a non-shitty game. Like, that's it. That should be your goal. Right? You never, you know, it's funny. You don't really ever hear the developers who sell a lot of copies complaining. To be fair. Right? What's that new Mecha Chameleon game or something? Sold like 1 billion copies. Yeah, 10 million. Did they sell 10 million or made 10 million? I could see them making 10 million. Two guys. Man, I wish I had coding skills. Ah, but I suck. Wonder how long it took them to make that. It's pretty, but you know what? That's cool though. Like, I'm glad to see that stuff. I'm glad to see that there's people out there who can do that and just totally kick ass. Like that's what the industry should be about. That's what should be going on. 2 months? What? What, to make the game? No. I gotta go reevaluate my life. Oh, come on, really? I grew up in the C++ and Perl days and loved MUDs. Oh, I remember MUDs, yep. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I cannot get by this part to save my life, I swear to god. Nothing was to cast. It would be interesting to see if a MUD could make a comeback. Like somebody were to make a new MUD and to see if you could... it'd be interesting to see. I don't know if people are making... People probably are making them. I don't know. That seems like it's a genre ripe for selling 10 billion copies of something. I wonder if I could get AI to help me make a MUD really quick. Then I could afford like real graphics on this channel. Make a MUD just so we can upgrade Twitch. Oh yeah. But that would be fun. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, so I forgot about Exana. She's like dead. Hold on. Doesn't need to be a copy, you just need to get server and host it. You know what sucks? So okay, I wonder if there'd be a way to make like a single player MUD. Because I don't have money for a server. The idea would be as easy and cheap as possible. Because that is the person I am. See, that's crazy. 20 years? Jesus. Can I make that jump? Ugh. We keep getting screwed over here. I'm just gonna do it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Please tell me there's a Grace around here. Holy crap. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah! Oh, he's freaking following me. Motherfucker. Oh, there's a Grace. No, on the mountains. Touch it, touch it, touch it. Sit it. Sit at the Grace. No, sit at the Grace. Alright, I touched it. We made progress, finally. Holy shit. I wonder if the Zoomer generation could handle a MUD. You'd have to put more graphics in it. And that, you know what you could do? If you could somehow get a local AI running in the MUD, then you wouldn't need a server, because then you could have the AI do all that crap. Yeah. Oh, you know, okay. You're right. They wouldn't need to know how to type, but maybe what you could also do is streamline that. Wonder if you could figure that out. Oh, I'll probably die. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Nope. Nope. Oh. Now I'm thinking about making a game. So 2 months. These guys made a game in 2 months. They made $10 million. Could do that. Could make a game in like a couple of months. But see, they knew what they were doing. That's the difference. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. We'd have to figure that out. Oh, this guy's gonna beat my ass. Alright, hold on. Why do my summons not ever work? Oh. What's your idea? Can we make it in 2 months? Oh, man. I guess I just gotta go get screwed, huh? Oh, God. Here we go. Ah! Wonder how far he'll chase me. Okay. Oh my God, the lock on. Oh my God, man. It's a bad day. Was it Tuesday? Oh my God. Yeah, this is all new. I'm just gonna run by it because holy shit, there's a lot of guys. Look at that. Throws a rock right in my face. I don't know. Let's see where it goes. They made this area large, man. They expanded. I'd say it's double easy so far. Easily double. Don't tell me that's all there was down here. There's got to be more. No? Yes? Do they really want us going this far out? Holy shit, really? No. I screwed myself, didn't I? Yes. Wait, hold on. I don't know about that. Nah, I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to go this way. I don't see any items. I can't go anywhere anyway. Alright, no, we'll go back. It's fine. We'll go back. Yeah, we'll go through it. We'll kill all the guys. Let's see what's up. We'll take care of them. I don't know. I don't know. Setting like this, fighting fantasy and fighting monsters, but instead you're a character watching from the sidelines. I don't know, you could be a bird, an owl or whatever, and you're dropping new weapons, health items, whatever. Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be funny. But crap, now you gotta like make a, now you gotta make the Elden Ring, then you gotta make your game. That's gonna take longer than 2 months. That is an interesting perspective though. I like that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, what if you could play like a chinchilla in here? That'd be awesome. Okay, so you're like the guardian of the guy. You know, they could add something like that to this crap. That would be funny. Playing as like a chinchilla, running around, hopping around, dropping items and shit. Wait, what the hell? What? It's like what the hell is Hunger Games? Is that a game? No, I still can't cast my pets, so I don't know. This time, I'm just going to be cheesy, and we're going to see what's down here. Ah, it's pretty cool what they added to the map, though. I do like it. Okay, the book. All right, I don't know. I don't know. I never read the book, never saw the movies. Because I have given up on society. And there's nothing over here. We're gonna laugh if there's nothing anywhere. Man, there's got to be something. Oh, I guess we could go to the right, huh? Alright, we're going to the right. Or left, not the right. Retarded. They keep giving me turtlenecks. Oh, I don't think I can make that. I don't know about that one. Oh, shit. Alright. Looks like we could maybe come down a different way. Yeah, it's interesting design over here. Yeah. Find your inner Steve Jobs with the turtlenecks. I need to find my inner Steve Jobs with the billions. I want to make a game that sells 10 million. Oh. Yeah, they have a rock simulator. Where do I see PC gaming going in the next few years? I don't know, but I'm worried about it. It's actually something I have a really bad feeling that we're living in the kind of downward spiral that we've seen the golden years. Unless, so the problem, the number one main reason why I'm worried is well, you're not going to be able to buy one soon, right? I mean, everything's going to be so expensive. I don't know what's going to happen in 3, 4, 5 years, but when are we going to get a Halo deck? Holodeck? Never. We're screwed. The only thing we're going to get is these big companies putting our systems in chains, and you can only experience what they will let you experience. And that's what I'm worried about the PC market. What I'm worried about is, like, right now, this is your last opportunity to truly start to build your own PC. Right? We have maybe a few more years of this until, you know, AI demand just forces everybody to just give into it. And then eventually, what we'll have to start buying is NVIDIA's PCs, right? That new PC that they're making over there, that kind of stuff. And then, to make it weirder, I would not be surprised if you eventually have to start renting them because they're too expensive. I mean, paying a monthly fee, right? So instead of spending $6 grand, yeah, subscription-based PC. So I don't know. That's what I'm worried about. Well, so cloud gaming is kind of screwed, right? Local cloud gaming is all right. Like if you're hosting your own server and you're in your house, that's not horrible. That actually works all right. I'll do that on my Steam Deck sometimes, like when I play Bloodborne or something. But, you know, we have the laws of physics to deal with cloud gaming otherwise. So it's not that reliable, at least for a lot of games. You could get away with cloud gaming for turn-based, but I'm not hitting anybody. There we go. But otherwise, you know, for any other game, you've got to have that snappy response time, and cloud gaming will never be able to deliver that unless some weird technological advancement happens. And I don't know what the hell that would be. So I think games will still more or less have to be run locally, but it gets even weirder. So check this out. The next weird thing that could technically happen, I think there's a gray simulator. There's not. Crap. Yeah, I appreciate what they tried with that stuff, but you know, you're still limited, right? You're limited to bandwidth. You're limited to your latency is always going to be the shitty part. I mean, latency is always going to be the killer at the end of the day for cloud gaming. And then if you want to play multiplayer cloud gaming, you know, it gets even weirder. But check this out. I would not be surprised if in the future what you'll see is you'll have your NVIDIA PC, right? That you're renting. And then the AI locally, and maybe even offsite as well. But the AI will it'll render the game for you instead of you playing the pre-coded game. So what I mean by that is, let's say you want to play Elden Ring 10 years from now on your ARM NVIDIA PC. But Elden Ring is not supported by ARM, so you can't fire it up. But the AI knows what Elden Ring is, and so it will render it for you as you're playing, and it will look just like what you're seeing on my screen. Right? There's no install, it's just the AI rendering it in real time. So that's a possibility. And then, of course, the implications for that for gaming gets insane. But that could happen. That might be the solution in the future. Yeah, I don't know. Gets weird. Gets weird. See if I can summon here. Holy crap, finally. I keep forgetting my dog is underneath me. Yeah, I gotta pull her up one day, put her on camera for fun. She's sleeping right now. And she can stay sleeping. They can all stay sleeping, little bastards. So, you know, this mod, we spent a lot of time on this mod so far. I am literally, oh shit, goddamn. So I have not technically beaten single, like, old school dungeon, legacy dungeon. We've spent all morning doing this. And we have a long way to go, man. And that doesn't even count the DLC. Or the underground. Woo! Alright, so what I'm gonna have to try to stream other stuff. That'll be my goal. My goal will be to try to... We'll find interesting stuff to stream. Maybe we can try a 2D... Oh. That hurts me to even say that. We could try that. I was kind of thinking about doing a Metal Gear playthrough. But then there's a lot of watching movies, so... Chrono Trigger? Ah. You know, I tried to play that game. Maybe if there's like a remix out there. So, okay, when I tried to play Chrono Trigger, there's so many random encounters, man. I just lost my mind. You know, that old school, you're walking along, and then, you know, you're constantly fighting. I did try, but it just... I could try again. Yeah, I could try again. Alright, so what I'm gonna do then, I'm just gonna randomly pick a game next time then. And we'll try it. I can put Chrono Trigger and Blasphemy. I wonder if I can get a PD key for that. Do people I wonder if people watch those old school RPGs. Oh, you know what I got to figure out still too on streaming? So how do we handle story stuff? So, for example, I wanted to stream something that's heavily story based, do you, I mean, I guess you just sit there and watch everything. What if it's heavily text based? Like, what do you do for that? Do we just let the audience read? Do you read it to the audience? See, that's the stuff I don't understand yet. I gotta figure that out. Oh, there are some demos I do want to try though. There's been some cool stuff I've seen on X that I'd like to try for the indie devs. Yeah, I wonder if little channels, like small ass channels, actually would help an indie dev by streaming their demo. Would an indie dev get pissed? Would they get mad that a pathetic channel is streaming their... I don't know. Thought I heard a voice. I wonder, do they have like, they've got to have like streaming, like streamer how-tos, right? Oh, streamer instructionals, like how to not suck at streaming. No, there, Jesus. Ori and the Blind Forest is a neat puzzle. That's an old one, isn't it? That's pretty old too. I've never played that. I heard that was good. A scroller, like a side scroller? It's like 2D side scroller day to day. You guys are gonna make me stream games I hate. You know I'm gonna talk shit the whole time, right? Just want to make sure we're all clear on that. Okay. As long as we all understand my hatred for 2D side, not hatred, but you know. Oh crap, how do we get back up? You know, hate is a strong word. It's not that I hate, it's that I, you know, I've given up. What do you want from me? I didn't do it. Look at everything around us. Every time I wake up, it's like getting stabbed in the ass. Oh God, who is this? Oh, he's pissed. Oh, shit. Fundamentalist Gino. Oh. Now Gino wants to kick my ass. And my pets don't climb ladders. Oh. See, this is what I'm talking. Oh, she's coming. Oh, she kicks me in my dome. All right, fine, bitch. Fine. Fine. She started it. There, I'm gonna do ranged just for you, no one. Just for you. It's funny, as the Necro, like some fights are like dirt easy, others are absolutely obnoxious. Did they hide anything over here? Yes. I'll take that. Yeah, I can upgrade my staff with that crap. No, I haven't upgraded anything this whole game, or at least today, because we've been stuck over here. Do I like the new stuff? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, the new stuff has been fun. I appreciate it. I think I missed a bunch of it too, so. I was kind of hoping that they would let us build this bridge. Oh, the pets did come up, of course. See? That's what I'm talking about. Constantly being stabbed in the ass. Do you still fight main bosses in this mod? Yeah. So I'm on, technically, Godric. But he was kicking my ass, so I left. When I got to him, I was so underpowered. I was missing all kinds of crap, and... Oh, there is a lever. Oh, let's see if this does the bridge. Huh. Nothing? Huh. Well, that sucks. Really? But yeah, you still fight all of the bosses. I think the bosses have been tweaked a little bit. Here and there. What did this lever do? I can't pull it again, huh? I don't know. Man, that sucks. So to get back up there, I have to go through all of that shit again? Screw that right now. I won't bore you guys with that. Not that it matters. We're just gonna keep dying. Yeah, let's try the new boss. Let me level before I get screwed. It looks like that would be a bridge. Well. Oh, I wonder if they let us go... No, I don't think so. No. I was wondering if they would let us go all the way around the castle, but... It's all good. What did the lever do? I don't know. Nothing, apparently. Oh, did it open that? Maybe it opened that. I don't know. Let's go get our ass kicked. It is time. Oh, wait. I need a level. Thank you. Oh. Can I summon someone? Oh, yeah, I can. Look at that. Yeah, I'll grab him. I don't know. Why not? Screw it. Yeah, I'm going to put some points into health. I keep getting my ass kicked. You know, it's funny. Endurance, I haven't really had to level that. I've been fine. In all honesty. Let's summon it. Are there a lot of people to summon? No. No, and I'm kind of surprised that this mod didn't take the opportunity to add more fun summons. Maybe they can't. I don't know. Maybe they can't. They might not be able to. But one of the things I've always wanted in Soulsborne games was just to see like random summon signs that just appear for NPCs. Like, why not, right? Just to mix it up. I don't know why FromSoft refuses to do that stuff. I don't know. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, damn it. Huh? Oh. Alright. Yeah, I put Death White on him. Yeah, have a good one, Dirty Duck. I gotta take off in a sec, too. Have a good day. Shit. Damn. He's got some health, man. Holy crap. Jesus. Oh yeah, I could try my... I've never even used the physics yet. Let's do it. Yeah, those pets are messed up, right? Look at that. They're holding them. I mean, like they should. Damn, even the NPC got his ass beat. Oh shit. No. Pay attention to my pets. Oh, he's gonna beat my... Oh, crap. I'm going for it. I don't care. Got him. All right. Keystone of the Forge. Remembrance. Relics. Hey, we got a map. Yeah, remember there's an NPC out there. There's some NPC out there that takes maps. I haven't messed with him yet. Yeah, I know it was cheesy. Well, I'm a necromancer. Hey, I had pets out there. I was using my necromancy skills. Okay. That was fair. I don't care. That was fair. That was fair. Let's see where this random portal takes us. I don't know. There's like portals everywhere in this game. They just take you to various areas for like no reason. I don't know. Yeah, no, that whole area was cool. I'm gonna have to go back through it because I missed some stuff. What the f... Did this just take me to the sewers? Alright. So, this is what I don't understand with this mod. I don't understand the random portals that just take you to, like, weird areas. Like, what's the gameplay purpose of this? Here, let's see how underleveled I am. Yeah, screw it. I don't know. I'm here. Let's have fun. Well, we need to find a grace so I can check that remembrance, and then we'll see what the what other crap I got. Oh shit. He's got health. Yeah. Damn, it's like a mini boss. What the? Oh, we're gonna die. Nah, we'll kill him and then we're out of here. I'm not gonna be able to beat this. We're gonna be spending 12 million years killing one dude. Hit him, 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 hit him. Okay. Hey, we got some good runes off him. No, I don't see anything else here. No, we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why they... I don't understand either. Yeah, I definitely missed some items back there in that one castle. Yeah, I know. I'll have to go back. Well, we've been streaming that one castle all day long. So... I figure I won't drag you guys back into that later. Because we've been... Okay. Anyway, what else did we get? Let's find out. So, oh, let's go talk to the map guy. Let's go see what maps do. Yeah, I'm curious because that's new content. Yeah, I wonder if we get cool stuff for it or if it's... I don't know. If I remember correctly, he's down here. Alright, here we go. Map markers revealed. Huh. Oh, look at that. Oh, interesting. Damn, so we missed two? We missed two dungeons? Holy crap. Alright, so the map, I guess we earned the map from the end boss of that area. And then they show us what we missed. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I appreciate that because that keeps you going, but you also earn it. So we missed that boss in the castle too? Oh my god, dude. Oh. Oh, we need to talk to her father? Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Alright. Alright, well that's cool. I appreciate that because there's new stuff. Well, okay, alright. I was trying to do a blind playthrough. Is it fair? Is it fair gameplay-wise that they give us a map of the entire area, but we have to earn it? I'm on the fence on that one. We did have to earn it. I mean, we did have to earn it, so that's fair. All right. I think we'll call it today for that one. We'll be back on later. Yeah, we're good. Call it for later. Yeah, it's a good spot to stop. We beat a boss. Talk shit about the industry. Maybe tomorrow we'll actually have to deal with real layoffs. We'll see what happens. And then we can see how screwed we all are at the end of the day. Okay. All right. All right, everybody have a good day. I'll be